Okay, this might be a slightly different angle from the last video. I didn't wait a couple seconds. I responded to some texts because I was getting texts in the video in the last video, if you saw that. But anyways, yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Oh, I'm plugged in, so if it falls, that's why. But it probably won't. I addressed that in the last video. By the way, sorry that one's so long, and sorry that this one will probably be long, and sorry that most of my videos are long. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, you couldn't tell I was reviewing the first season of Everything Sucks. That was my last video. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Oh, okay, so I like Joel McHale, but to be honest, he was so different in Community that when I first started watching that, I forgot that he was in The Soup, because I was not used to seeing him in that capacity. And so when I remembered that he was in The Soup, I was like, oh my god, he was in The Soup, and I was like, oh my god, this is not as funny as The Soup. But then I went back and rewatched The Soup, and I mean, it's fine, but, you know, it's definitely something I enjoy, or at least I did enjoy, so I'm open to the concept. But, like, all those shows like Tosh.0, like, I don't know, they go on too long. That's probably my thing, is that it's too long, and there's too many videos. What I really liked was Equals 3, when Ray William Johnson was, like, doing it, and then probably not his last few years, but when he first started, for sure, I liked that, because it was 3 videos that were the best videos, and it was a short video, and I could just watch it whenever and immediately when it was posted. So I guess the length is going to be a problem for me. This one, it's on Netflix, so then it gets to be even longer. It's 27 minutes. I believe the other ones were like 22. Maybe they were long. I don't think they were an hour, though, but maybe they were longer. Maybe they were about the same length as this, but yeah. Also, I don't know if The Soup is still going or not, but I know that Joel McHale left in 2015, which is funny because Community ended in 2015, so then what was he leaving for? I don't know. But I guess he just didn't want to start that back up. He wanted to do this. So it's now the Joel McHale Show with Joel McHale, but it's The Soup. I mean, I guess I don't really remember what The Soup was, but, like, I didn't feel like I was watching a different show. So if you like The Soup, you might like this, but it's going to feel like a cheap knockoff, kind of. It's long, but to be honest, this is my biggest praise with it. It didn't feel long. Like, when I clicked, I was like, how long are we? We're probably like 5 minutes, and there was like 5 minutes left, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I knew that there was probably like at least a minute of, like, credits, but then there's a credits song. Listen to the credits, because there's a song during it. But, like, I just was like, wow, there's only a couple minutes left. I was like, this actually went by pretty fast. So that's the only pro. Other than that, I felt like the jokes didn't really hit. The videos didn't really hit either. The only thing that I found slightly humorous, but it still angered me because it was very obvious, was the Netflix product placement. Whenever he talked about a Netflix show, he played the Netflix da-dun. And even when it was like in the middle of dialogue, he'd play it quietly. And I'll admit that got me, just because it was kind of cool that they were fully, like, saying we're promoting other Netflix shows, but it also was a little angering, and I don't think they did it too much, but I think that it could have been possibly perfect if it had just been like 2 or 3 times. Or just the one scene where it's used in dialogue. But also, that scene is going to probably get a lot of traction because it's... I don't want to spoil it because you might actually really like it when you see it, but it was a nice thing to see. I was like, okay, cool. This is cool. Except the joke that they made, that the second guy made, not Joel McHale, but the other guy, the one that he made was awful. Mostly because that's pretty much always the joke. Like, whenever something like that happens, that's the kind of joke that they make. Or they just make a joke as bad as that. But anyways, yeah, it's, you know, this kind of thing isn't that popular anymore. I don't see this gaining any traction, especially when you have to watch every week. Maybe once the season's done, but I really don't think people are going to tune in every week. I think they're going to at the very least, they'll tune in when the season's done. But I don't think this is going to get very much traction. Yeah, it's. I mean, I liked The Soup, and I liked like Tosh Point oh, and I liked Ray William Johnson. So seeing it was nice to see it. I mean, I wasn't really interested in seeing it. I don't know why this even happened, but it was nice enough. I was like, okay, it's like a Soup reunion or a Soup reboot. The other funny part, and this was kind of genuinely funny. The opening was very good. Now, it could have gone on for way too long and been not funny, but what made it so funny was that I was expecting it to go on for way too long, and then it cut off before I would have even expected it to cut off, and I was like, oh my, and it made me laugh, because I thought it was going to be a minute, but if they were going to keep it short, I figured it'd be 30 seconds. It went at 20 seconds, and it caught me off guard when it got cut out, and I was like, what? This was actually funny. So, yeah, and the guest star, the cameo, was great. Honestly, probably a perfect choice. And then he described it to his advantage like a minute later. So that was nice. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you were like so into The Soup and so sad when it ended and wanted it to come back, this is for you. But other than that, I just think that this trend has kind of ended, and I don't think it's going to be that good. I mean, you might enjoy it a little bit. I got a couple laughs, but I mean, a majority of the jokes don't hit. So many of them don't hit that I would say it's not funny. Joel McHale felt a little stale. The videos felt a little stale. The jokes felt a little stale. The way it was made was a little annoying with the laugh track. But I know that it would kind of be awkward if there wasn't a laugh track. It overall is just past its time, and I feel like it's a waste, and they should have just released all the episodes at once. Because people aren't really going to be that excited to wait. Like, when it ends, you're not going to be like, ooh, next episode. I got to see the next episode. I love this so much. I want to see more. It's just going to be like, I don't like this, so I have to wait a week. Screw that. I'm done. I don't like this trend that they're trying to do. Like, Hulu, that's why most of the reason why it failed for so long was because they were releasing weekly. Like, you watch this stuff to not have to watch weekly. I mean, there's probably some people that don't watch shows weekly and just wait for the season to be done and get on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or whatever they watch on. Yeah, I mean, like, they were the ones that would always be, like, praised that they would release them all in one day. Now they're trying to not do that. I feel like this, and another one that comes to mind is that David Letterman show. I feel like they would profit from just releasing them all in one day. And I feel like, even now, just, like, be like, hey, we're releasing the rest of the season all today. You know, just, I don't know. But yeah, and plus, like, on Sundays, like, I know it's available, like, the second Sunday starts. For me, at least, but maybe it's not for you. Maybe we're in different time zones or something. But Sundays are already packed with so many shows that people watch. Or no, they're not right now. But like, isn't Sunday like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead? I mean, like those people are going to be talking about those more than this. So I think Sunday was a bad idea. I was surprised it wasn't on Friday. But then when I found out it was weekly, I was like, okay, fine, whatever, make it Sunday. But, yeah, sorry that this video is so long, but overall, I didn't think it was that funny, but I guess it was kind of nice seeing, I mean, this could have been a nice hour-long special. Oh my god, it would have been a perfect hour-long special. Instead of a stand-up special, it's a Soup reboot special, except it's not called The Soup. And the title was kind of funny, but now that you've seen it, you're just like, it's not funny anymore, and you wish it had a better name. Yeah, so overall, I didn't really like it. I'd give it a 4 out of 10. I'm probably going to watch the rest of the episodes because I can watch it once a week, and I prefer that, because I hate when the